I don't believe that there should be any laws saying that you can't do this or you can't say this about this. So I don't feel comfortable with the fact that we can't express our genuine concerns about the political state of this country without, say, being silenced.
I think it does, yeah. I think you should be allowed to speak your opinion on anything as long as it's not like, I mean, as long as you're not sending death threats or whatever. Like, I think you're allowed to say what you want, you're allowed to have your own opinions. I don't think it's right. I don't think you should be fired for speaking your opinion on another person who you don't agree with.
I do feel like I have freedom of speech, but like I said, I'm very mindful that it's like respectful and professional, and I would also try to like not say the first thing that comes to my head, but kind of think of like what I'm gonna say before I say it.
I guess I would be actually. Personally, I'm pretty open with my political beliefs, what I honestly personally believe in. But yeah, I would cite my personal beliefs, I guess. Yeah.
Not really, no. I think that people that are Republican or right wing are trying to silence other voices that don't match their own. And I mean, they like to say that left wing people are trying to silence free speech, but in reality, they're the ones that are doing it. They're the ones that are censoring things online, censoring things in the media, and our First Amendment right isn't being respected at all.
I feel like it's slowly being eradicated away, like almost like a water dripping onto a stone. After 1,000 years, the stone turns into nothing. So I believe that in some senses we do have a First Amendment, but I believe that it's slowly going away.
I believe I do. Yes, I believe I do. I believe everyone out there can personally, cite their beliefs.
I feel like the only way we would really keep our First Amendment is if, as we, the people, were to fully understand it. So we understand what it is and what it isn't, and so we can know when it's getting stepped on, or we can know when it's getting crossed on. I feel like if we don't have a proper education on the amendment itself, then it can cause a lot of problems. Somebody will have their First Amendment took away without them knowing that it got took away. So I feel like the best way to keep our First Amendment strong is by purely educating people don't that aren't familiar with it, so they can know their amendments.
Well, I just think like you have to kind of be considerate of other people's feelings, maybe other people's perspectives. I do think like having a like healthy discussion is okay, but when it's kind of turning more into a debate or like going into like negative talk, then that's where I would say it's crossed the line. But like talking with colleagues or friends, having a discussion is okay. But I do think there's a time where it might cross the line and you might have to like, say like, oh, maybe this conversation isn't for me, or I don't feel comfortable like continuing on with the conversation.
Keep speaking out, like keep fighting for what you know is right. Um, don't let anybody try and silence you. Just keep fighting.